How's it going, everyone? In this video here, we're going over Intel's new leak, and this is over their i9 core, their 285K. This is for their new Arrow Lake processors that they're going to be putting in. A lot has changed for Intel. I'm not sure if this is true. Again, this is a leak. This is a rumor. This is from multiple sources, though, so who knows? Alright, so now we got Bubblehead and me up in the corner. Right now, and I'll just make sure I'll just read through because I might be blocking some of this. Intel Core Ultra 9 285K, which is their Arrow Lake CPU, blazes past the Core i9 14900KS and Ryzen's 9 9950X, which is their new CPU that has been blowing all the 16 core CPUs that have been made previously before the Ryzen 9 9950X, it's blowing them out of the water. It's crushing their scores. So yeah, like the new Ryzen 9 9950X, it's a 16 core CPU. So for benchmarking, up in the benchmarks for the most powerful CPUs out there for, and it goes through cores. It's beaten. I have a video about this if you guys would like to check that out as well, about Ryzen's new 9 9950X. The scores are proven to be very nice. It's all the testing that I've seen that are beating these 14900Ks, or not, sorry, not 14900Ks, but like the 12900K and all that. It's crushing them. Any 16 core CPU out there before the Ryzen 9 9950X wiped out. Let's go quickly over this leak here. Based on information, we have the product plan for the Core Ultra 9 200 series Arrow Lake S processors. Includes three 125K series processors covering Intel Core Ultra i9, Core Ultra 7, Core Ultra 5. The Intel Core Ultra 9 will also be a processor configured with 24 core and 24 thread. No hyperthreading. So 8 performance and 16 E-cores. We'll get on to the disabling the hyperthreading here in a second. So what they were claiming before, and this is back in May, on videocards.com, which they also found they found this too. It's a leak. It was a leak back in May. It was going to go to 5.5 gigahertz. How they were going to do it, not really much was said about it, okay? So we'll skip back over to this page here, which is on wccftech.com. And this one's pretty good. This one's new. So apparently it's beaten the Arrow Lake. The new 285K is crushing the 9950X. It's a 24 core versus a 16 core. Yes, that 16 core has hyperthreading in that, but still a 24 core versus a 16 core. So we have to go the Intel Core Ultra 9 285K. We have to versus the 14900KS basically, because it still has its 24 cores. It's still like an 8 performance, 16 efficiency. It just doesn't have any hyperthreading. But apparently it's beaten that as well. So what they're saying is that it's going to be on a Z890. This is what the chip was tested on, a gaming Wi-Fi motherboard, which is an ASUS board. And the socket, so the land grid array, which is LGA, the new socket's going to be 1851 or 1851 socket. The motherboards will be accompanied by launch of these next gen Core Ultra 200 CPUs. The platform was tested with 64 gigabytes of DDR5, 6400 mega transfers memory, which is a kind of mainstream solution for these motherboards, which can support over 8,000 mega transfers per second speeds. So we can expect better numbers with faster kits. Again, I would not take that into any words. The 8,000 number is only specifically used on certain motherboards and certain CPUs, and you can only attain it through overclocking. XMPs are very difficult to even think about trying on it. So take that into full consideration of, oh, it's going to do 8,000 mega transfers. No. So what they're saying before on this page here, like I said, it was doing 5.5 gigahertz. Well, now they're saying it's going to go up to 5.7 gigahertz. So the maximum frequency is saying it's 5.5, but that's due to the tests that they're doing. On 2 cores, it's going to do 5.7, and from there it gets downgraded for that. But most time it's going to be running at 5500 megahertz, 5.5 gigs. And yeah, that's going to be your standard for that. And the E cores, I believe they said it's going to be 4.6 gigahertz on the E cores, which is pretty crazy. Again, this is the test that they use: 64 gigabytes, 6400, 4chan. This is all 4chan. Yeah, so yeah, its single core is good. Like it with 3450 points in single core is good, and 23,024 points in multi-core is pretty good. Arrowhead expect 100% watt less consumption over the Raptor. Like that's what they're saying. Like this is all leak, so it might not be that much less, because that's a big drop from the Raptor. Like, but again, the efficiency, due to the fact they were so new with this E core and P core, and now disabling the hyperthreading probably makes it a lot easier for it to communicate with Windows and everything like that, all the processes. So it probably makes things a lot easier for that aspect. And they're calling it, okay, so CPU name Core Ultra 9 285K, and the architecture type, or the architecture name they're calling is Lion Cove's Skymont. Lion Cove Skymont. 24 core, 24 thread, 8, 16. It's all pretty. And yeah, max boost 5.7, 4.6. That's awesome. And all core 5.4. Wondering how heat soaked it is. It's a different CPU socket, and what I saw from Computex, some of the videos were showing the motherboards that were labeled. Well, not labeled. They left the covers on the motherboard, and it showed the already just this socket here, this new socket, and it's pretty big. So maybe they made it so it's not as heat soaked, or we'll see. We'll see. Yep. So that's the leak there. Not a whole lot to really say. Just the single core performance. So we'll scroll down so we make sure we can see here. So this is the Geekbench 6 score. ST performance, higher is better, of course. So your Core Ultra beating everything out. Beating everything out. Multi-core beating everything out. They're saying a 10 to 14% improvement over the 9950X is what they've been getting for the 285K versus the 9950X. And the other rumor that has been passing on is someone found in the actual web directory that there has been a leak of the new 9000 X3Ds, which a lot of people are saying that they're going to be bringing out the 9800 X3D, which should blow all of the other X3Ds out of the water. A lot of people are still buying the 5800 X3D because of its performance in games and overall value, and its overall everything, overall value, performance for gaming. Why not, right? And if you want to spend some more money and get a little bit more performance, you could do the 7950 X3D. But their new leak is going to be their 9800 X3D. So we'll see. We'll see in the future here. It's just a leak. These are all just leaks. Not even from me. I'm just a messenger trying to show people that there's new stuff coming out. You don't have to buy something right away. These are just leaks, but leaks have been pretty proven over the past, and I trust this leak for the new Core Ultra 9. It's been talked about quite a bit, and I'm hoping it performs better than these new AMDs, because I like my Intel and I like to stick with Intel. I will switch to AMD though if I can get better scores and better overclocking ability if AMD has it for a better price. But I will generally stick with my Intel, and I'll be happy with it. Alright, that's it for the leaks, everybody. Hopefully something changes with the CPUs, and hopefully they can make something that's stable and make it so we can overclock the RAM better on any motherboard. Not have to have specifics of everything. That'd be nice. Leave a comment in the comment section below if you need any other questions answered. I will try to get to it ASAP. And as always, don't forget to get her done.